Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, I chose this video because I'm definitely playing for kills. I get a lot of kills. I definitely greed for gold on the backs. But I struggle to close out the game quite a bit. I think it goes like 47 minutes, even though I have some like maybe I'm like 16-2 at some point. And so yeah, obviously like a lot of team fighting with a lead, but then I don't know, felt hard to macro the teammates.
Yeah. 47
Take
minutes. It's a bit psychotic.
Yeah. Am I playing, I guess, like the early game, the Shaco Cheese? I'm kind of expecting him to, he's warded out in the first clear, and I take the red cone on my Wolves, assuming he's going to go there. Should I fight him when he does that, even though he has Ignite? Like, I take the cone, I think he pops out, and he might smite it, but then I just leave because he has Ignite, and I'm not sure
Yeah, you
that's
should
the right
leave.
play. Okay.
But everything works out well here except when you start it. If you know he's gonna be here, right? So
I'm not. I don't have full vision. Like
Oh,
I'm
okay.
seeing, like he skips his Krugs to come here, so I don't know for sure.
Wow, that's actually crazy. He Qs over the wall, Qs again. Okay.
Why even start blue?
Sorry.
Why start blue this game?
Uh, why do I start blue?
Seems troll, no?
It does seem troll. I'm trying to think. Maybe I'm thinking that if I play around like bots the volatile lane with Yasuo and Blitzcrank, and so I want to be pathing bot to get like that be the lane I play around because Zac will just be hard to kill.
I think it's the opposite.
You would path towards the like, are you
You don't even
pathing to
kill
avoid
Zac.
the Shaco or?
Well, you start red, so you're strong. You won't get invaded, and you can kill Zac. You can't kill their bot.
Fair.
Really? I feel as though
How the hell does Blitz, Jhin do anything to their bot lane?
alright, Morgana, but they have
And Yasuo.
yes, yeah.
He actually just can't do anything bot, I promise.
I think I'm just expecting volatility bot, like the Yasuo hard trading, overextending. So if I can like red buff, skip the two camps, Raptors and Krugs, then I can maybe get a
Yeah,
gank
that's
if
the
they're
thing, they have
overextended.
to fight.
Yeah, but if you start bot, you can go level 3. Because I don't think there's a level 4 timer bot.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, that's fair, for sure.
yeah, instead of getting invaded for sure, I think that's a solution. Like 3 camp bot side and then you can match. Because you do have Halo Blades, so even though it's Ignite, you also have Halo Blades, which is strong early anyway. So you should be able to
Yep.
like maybe not completely win 1v1, but do like very good trades on him if he goes on you.
Mhm.
You know what would be good is actually just going full cheese against Shaka if you see this. Like Halo Blades plus just Health Rune. Flat Health Rune as well.
Oh, I think I do use the flat health rune. But then
Okay,
I
yeah.
still don't with Ignite, I'm not sure if I like here I can't go in on this, right? I'm
It's
not
red.
sure. Like
It's
I'm
red to blue,
pinging
yeah. And you're
yeah.
60 70%. But here, one thing, I mean, this is just experience thing. I'll let you know now, just because it's important to understand. He's choosing you, but he cannot start the buff.
Yeah.
So if he doesn't
I'm
start,
hoping he starts it and then I kill him if he starts it. Like if he doesn't respect that I'm just
that's the
sitting.
problem. He's thinking the same thing to you. That's
Yeah.
the problem. So what you
So
have
what's
to
my
do
move?
is walk around so he doesn't see your own golems and start doing golems or counter the gank bot. Because you should flip that he's not going to start it. If you get a weird feeling that he's actually started it, then you can just go check, right?
Would you use your smite on the Krugs or
No,
no?
of course not. But
Okay.
definitely you definitely overthought the situation. Like he can't start the buff. He's the one that's in trouble because we
Yeah.
have option to do a camp and he doesn't have an option besides gank bot. Mid's not gankable because he's not in lane. Gank bot or I don't know, maybe Q over the golems, but by that point he's really deep in the jungle.
Mhm. Did he just smite it, by the way? I don't even know what happened there. On my screen, I'm pretty sure he smited it from
Yeah,
somewhere.
he smited it. All over the wall probably.
Where? Oh, okay, he had a ward on it.
But that's not a good smite. I don't think. Now you get red buff, right? I think that's not good.
Yeah.
Oh, close. Good trade. Not bad.
Thunder the Sky's dead next patch.
What are they doing to it?
2 seconds longer cooldown.
Jesus. Oh, wait. No, that's fine.
20% less healing
Oh, okay.
and 1% less missing HP healing. So it's kind of dead.
True. Are they nerfing Eclipse as well?
Nah, I don't think
Because
they can
I've been
nerf
rushing
that.
Eclipse both on Conquer and Hail of Blades just to
Yeah, man.
front load
OP.
damage. Yeah.
Nah, if they nerf Eclipse, a lot of champs will struggle.
So any sense of what the first two items will be? Like, is it Eclipse into Black Cleaver then?
Eclipse Titanic or something.
True. I noticed that almost like no Zens, like pro level or best in server are building Titanic. Is that because it's just not efficient?
Oh, I'm pretty sure I've seen someone going it.
I don't know. I think when I was checking recently, like everyone's saying the best win rate is Sundered Sky Black Cleaver, but
BC is bait, but yeah, Sun Sky's probably better on Zin than Titanic in most scenarios. But that'll change if Sun Sky's not chap. Not an item.
yeah. Yeah. Why is BC a bait? Like obviously if there's no armor stackers to reduce armor on, but
It's
is
bro
it just not?
science. I don't know. It's just bro science. I feel it
Okay.
sucks. It
Got it.
doesn't feel good like when I buy it. I don't feel like I spiked it at all.
Is it right? I feel like bot's so weak that I don't want to give this, but then everyone goes, and so it feels a little better. I think the Hui move changed my mind, but yeah, bot.
Bro, this Ari's a criminal.
The only thing I'll say about this scenario is when you're entering and contesting, go to the same side, right? You're going 2-2 right here. That's like the ultimate
Yeah.
split
Do
up.
I like back ping the Hui? Because if I leave the Hui, he's dead 100%.
Yeah, go with the Zen. Go with the bot lane and yeah, backping the Hui.
Okay. Yeah.
That way you're fighting front to back. Hui wants to flank, she can, but she can do it slowly, right? Because fighting is all about positioning and formation.
Yeah.
Because of terrain, right?
No. I mean, we saw why like the bad split played out there, in that they did nothing.
Why do you value grub so much here?
I don't have faith that we can take the dragon, and I'm hoping I like catch Shaco trying to cheese it, or like I just feel like I don't have too many options on the map.
Okay, fair enough. Sure, I am out of touch with the bot situation here. Oh yeah, that's just not ideal. Kraken slave
Yeah.
2 components. Nice.
Alright, I'm out. I got coaching to do.
Good,
Have a good
Jacob. So I know your KDA is looking good. It's looking better. I think the the important thing is how you kill them. Like, think about all your kills so far.
Mhm.
They've been all cleanup kills, right?
Yeah.
Either your lane has died or they've got what they wanted. They got the push in, they got the wave in, they got the tower, and then they die, right?
Yeah, they're
So,
like overextended.
yeah, or they got the solo kill, overextend, and they die. Like the Ari kill in mid, for example, is like obvious one. He gets the solo kill, pushes, and then he just dies to you walking up to him while he's recalling, right?
Yeah. No, I brought in this vid because I'm like, I did get fed. I don't think I did any like too crazy predictive. Like maybe going to that Gromp was a proactive, or the Krubs
Yeah.
was a proactive move, but that was probably the only one.
Main point being is you shouldn't get too much dopamine thinking like you guys should be winning because you've got XYZ amount of kills. Because how you killed them was not winning for your
Yeah, like
team.
the best kills would be like we're stacking a wave, it's a dive, they
Yeah.
lose like a ton of XP, none of my teammates die. Those are like the best feeling kills that I should be looking for.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think that's why I just don't want you to get deluded in the sense that
How do you feel about like diving in solo queue? Like I had a game the other day where I was diving for my Aatrox top into a Malphite. He had like a stacked wave, and then as I'm like stacking my Xin Q on tower, he tanks aggro, flash, like it just goes quite poorly. Should that deter you, like, or do you just do it assuming teammates will play well?
Nah, I think there's a balance. Like you can't just nah. You gotta live in reality. Like for sure. Um, like even was just the VOD review before. He he wants to play around the other solo laner because that the one solo lane he played around, like the Riven.
I saw the Riven backstep. Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel that on some ganks as well for sure.
So if that happens, it shouldn't deter you the next game, but you should keep that in mind the next time you think
Yeah.
about diving top. It has to be like retard proof. If you're gonna do it
Like in that
against
game, you adjust. You're saying you don't like hold it with you going forward. Okay.
everything has merit. If someone loses their ability, shows that they have an inability to play something properly, obviously you have to take that into account, right?
Mhm.
But if it's a fresh game, no, that shouldn't deter you from making a potentially really good play, right?
Yeah. I also don't really like the dragon takes a very long time to take here, and I feel like I can't. The longer they don't take it, like I feel okay because we have Jin and Hui scaling, and it feels like we have no bot prow to take it. Is that fair? Like it shouldn't even be something I'm thinking about pinging for.
Uh, yes, waves is another good reason, but the other reason is like you should just thinking in terms of a fight. If you can fight,
Yeah.
you should fight. If you can't fight, you can't fight. The objective comes secondary. I think that's the mentality that's important here. And waves, like you said, like if you can't physically go to dragon because people need to clear waves, then you can't do dragon either, right? You need to
Yeah.
actually have your team needs to have move.
Yeah. That last sequence felt pretty bad. Like I was maybe gonna play for a top dive, then we got the flash and I see my team dying bot and I kind of just sprinted bot because it feels like if I'm part of the skirmish, it's a hard win at this point. If I'm not, it's a hard lose, and I don't know how to.
No, it was a good adaptation. I think the
Like
science here is you can see that Jin is going bot, so therefore it's always going to be volatile in this situation. Because
Sorry, so
yeah, go.
should I not have looked for the top play? Like I should have foreseen the bot volatility, or you're saying
For next
the
time, yeah. Or you tell them to go mid right here.
yeah.
It's one of the two. You make the mistake, or Jin doesn't listen to you, or for whatever reason, they decide to go bot together. That's when you can see this based on the lane assignments that this is going to be a bad situation because you see this, boom, dark
Yeah,
is
they're
shown.
pushed up, no vision. Yeah.
And they're going to push the next wave, and they're going to face check here, boom. This place is clearly going to be a dangerous area. Actually, you guys are messed up on the map on either side. They can also go here, right? Up to them.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if Jin and Blitzcrank were mid, they would clear the wave and then start dropping vision instead of dropping vision in freaking Tribush where no one's gonna be like, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I play with like party only chat. Should I think I always mute people's chat, but should I like be able to chat because it's obviously hard to do lane assignments with just pings.
No, just ping. I think
Like you would
chatting
just
both
ping
ways.
Jin help and like help mid or something like that. Okay.
Yeah. Or back pinging away from tier 2, right? It's just being mid. Don't, yeah, try to make us like communication is try to be as simple as possible. Because you know, no one likes to be told what to do, but sometimes you gotta be told what to do, and then you gotta make it as simple as possible. You know, no ego, just let them know it's I think it's a mistake going there. That's it.
Yep.
Good angle. This had frozen heart or something. He lived pretty long. Oh no, it doesn't. Whoops.
Like here I'm skipping, I'm just trying to be where the fights are. They're
Yeah,
not
really good.
I'm not foreseeing the play, but I'm kind of running there as soon as
Yeah.
I see the character models. Is that something where the next step is to run there before the character models even show up? Just like kind of like understand the pattern of the game is Blitz and Jin are constantly fighting Yasuo and
Pattern
Morgana, and if I'm there,
recognition, 100%.
yeah, yeah,
This is also something to learn from, right? Just because these guys are heavy trading, they're not actually heavy trading because one side is either winning or one side's losing, right? If you know your
yeah,
side is winning, they're just gonna poke each other and this guy's gonna leave. The only time you're actually gonna kill the Zac is if he's winning the trade and then Renekton's kiting down or running away, right? But if you know
yeah.
Renekton's winning the trade, there's nothing to be done here. That's just something to learn from experience.
I feel like I have a default click towards the action, and then as I'm walking there, I'm like evaluating whether it's bad or not, which is causing all these U-turns.
Yeah, that's fine. That's just experience, right? Like, I'm only saying that because I've experienced this myself. I've been in your position.
Yeah.
The mid play, I think you don't really want to take an even number fight, but since Jin shoved in the wave, and someone has to catch the wave, right? He has a turn to move.
Mhm.
Yeah, you could possibly be here before the whole wave gets killed.
Mhm.
But that's exactly what you said, right? That's what I was thinking. The next step is to meet the play before the play happens.
Yeah.
So usually, I think we talked about it a little bit yesterday. The play starts with minion waves, right? No one fights unless there's something to contest over. Otherwise, why would they risk dying, right?
Yep. Yeah, and that's the only wave meeting on the map right now.
Yeah, that you can actually go to and that you can actually kill because Zac is it's a dead wave as well, and yeah,
Yeah.
you're not TPing bot randomly, so yeah, for sure.
And on a game that's this volatile, is it one of these things where if the waves seem like they're going to be in good position, you don't farm the camps, like you're just trying to farm the kills where you think they're going to
Yes,
be?
yes. If it's you always gotta assess whether you can actually win, right?
Yeah.
Like it's a fight. It's not like a farming simulator for champs. So you always got to make sure you can actually win the fight. Yeah.
Fair.
But for sure, you could have like 0 camps and be up like 2,000 gold or 2.5k. And then the ball's in your court, but also you have the shutdown, right? So there's the up and downside of being like fed but having no camps is like right now you probably have a massive shutdown, but you also have control of like if you move into an area, you're the don. You know, everyone's gonna respect you, like because
Yeah.
you're just up. Like you're just literally up 2.5 items on the Shaco, and you're even with the Zin. Actually, your items are extremely good. Sorry, the Yasuo. Your item, you got one spell nature tabs against Yasuo now. Now he's gonna
Yeah.
respect you, right?
Yeah, no, and I think eventually I'd probably like whether it's a limit test or just it's tough because you're playing aggro, and at this point I can play super aggro, but then when Yasuo gets like another item, it becomes harder. You know what I mean? Like there's all these little breakpoints
Yeah, yeah, for
that
sure.
you kind of lose strength in.
That's like the weakness of Zinzao that you gotta play around. Because there's the dips in power, especially past 2 items. Like these 2 items, you're actually god tier.
Yeah. No, it felt very strong. And then I saw that Shaco was also building crit, so I figured after Black Cleaver I would go Randuin's. And then the Ari was so far behind at this point in the game
Yeah,
that
it's
she
just
wasn't
about
doing much damage.
Yasuo at this point.
So yeah, at this point the game feels like free or good. And it just I don't know, it feels so hard to close
Or
out.
like again, check your vision, right? Because Jin is permanently farming bot and Hui is permanently mid.
Yeah.
Look what your deepest wards are. 1 and 2. Or just 1 now. And you just placed it. This has been your deepest ward for the last what? Like 6 minutes?
And so should I be like how am I with obviously the pings on the lane assignment? Should I be pinging need vision deeper in their jungle to blitzcrank while I'm like beside him?
Yeah, like support jungle, exactly. Walk with each other, right? Because
Yeah.
you don't need to micromanage him. He actually just needs to. You guys just need to be doing the same thing, right? And the wards come after that because you allow him to move deeper, while he allows you to play the game in the next sequence because you have vision for 3 minutes of a certain area, right?
Hmm.
But it all
And you're
starts
saying if
from
we
lane
had deeper
assignments.
vision, like I could pretty much be like killing them before they even like catch any waves and snowballing the
Exactly.
game even harder.
You can be in between the lanes. Exactly.
Yeah.
Because this is not ideal at all. Where Blitzcrank is warding what Tribush before. We're warding ramp. Like obviously we're behind, but after you kill them here, we're not behind. So we need to upgrade our vision line. This is just terrible. Like
Yeah.
who's been in the Tribush for the last 5 minutes and we're just warding Tribush, right? Like
Yeah.
this is the only
No, that's
good
like
ward on the
'cause
map right now.
I'm feeling this lack of like good opportunities coming up, and I'm not maybe understanding why. But now I see your point. Like, yeah, that vision is so
You
defensive
don't
for
have the
how heavy you
information.
are.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can't make a
Okay.
good decision with no information, right?
Yeah.
So this is why the emphasis is on the supports movement in mid game, and then jungle
Yeah. When
becomes
I play with a good like engage support, the game feels so good.
yeah. So now he should switch sides, and you should be with him, Alex, or you base here. So here's a key point here. So if he
Yeah.
decides to base because he doesn't have wards, or he should have based there. I don't know why he's just chasing this Morgana like she's gonna die to him somehow.
I'm trying to greed for Black Cleaver.
Yeah, that's fine, but that's not game changing. Like I think Sundered Sky Eclipse is game changing, right? In terms of what you can do in a fight.
Yeah.
But Black Cleaver, in my opinion, is not game changing.
You don't think like the 2,000 gold spent for a full complete item is worthy of the? I get I'm backing while my full team is actually, I guess,
Yeah.
top just died, but I do try and ping them like, hey guys, chill, I'm buying.
No, changing that doesn't like if it changes the outcome of a fight, yes. If it doesn't, no. That's like my kind of measure of whether you should base or not.
Mm-hmm.
Not being dead should not deter you from staying on the map here. Because again, we still need Blitzcrank to stop putting down neutral wards, right? Like
Yeah.
this was not bad. That's flame. I think it just could be better, right? He could ward
Yeah.
literally in the middle of the lane after the wave dies. He can ward this bush over the pit, right? So, but he needs the influence of you. Like I mean, I'm not just saying pings, but like you need to
Yeah.
be with him. Like this wave, for
Yeah. No,
example, you need to contest as a team or you're AFK farming.
yeah. No, I think if I just start being there when the waves crash, that's gonna like present a lot more opportunities. I'm trying to react as quickly as I can as I see things happen, but not be there for the things that are inevitably going to happen.
Yeah, and that can get tiring. Like just constantly being like
Yeah, I feel like I'm
lit
like a
up.
chicken with my head cut off. Just
Yeah.
it's working in this game, but or like it's getting me kills. Some games you're running in, it's not getting you kills, but
Yeah, you're pretty lucky your bot lane. Well, actually, well, I don't know. It's 50-50 bot. They can easily die here. It's 3v4. Alright, you push them out. Could you have started Baron here? Probably not. It takes too long.
oh yeah, I throw a shutdown here. I'm thinking I'm gonna one pop her and then she like flashes over and
Right.
I survive for quite a while, but
Not ideal.
is that yeah, is it like that's just that's where I struggle sometimes where it's like I'm playing the whole game aggressive and so many things work and this one doesn't. And I mean my team is near me, so it doesn't feel like I'm like completely out of left field making a stupid play, but
I think the main takeaway for this situation, Alex, is the fact that if we start to value support wards as an objective or like as something to be valued, right? Then
yeah.
you wouldn't even be in the first place. There's one ward left. Way and you like, well, you can always heal, right? You're a jungler, but look at your teammates' resources.
Yeah.
There's no need to. You can wind up a better punch if you just base. You know what I mean? You'll have
Yeah,
full,
and
full
that
wards and
like
full resource. Not you. You don't need a base, but your teammates, right?
yeah. So you would just be spam pinging like retreat here.
That's
I
the way of
that's where
yeah.
I'm struggling. Like it does feel easier to say these things when I'm typing them, but then the problem with having typing enabled is you feel the need to tell someone their play was bad, which is not helpful in your own gameplay.
Yeah.
So
Base. I mean, no. I mean, just if they don't listen, they don't. But then you'll know that you shouldn't be fighting. Right? You still need to
yeah.
wait for them to base. So either way, it puts you in a mentality where you shouldn't be looking for that play anyway. That's all I'm saying.
And then would you let them like is it just by my body language I'm trying to tell them don't fight, but if they take a fight, do I let them die or do I run to that fight?
I mean, you definitely run to the fight unless you think it's completely unwinnable, right?
Okay. Yeah.
But that's gonna be on you, like to decide. But yeah, you definitely shouldn't type. Just pings. They don't listen. It is what it is. That's why it's influencing. Like it is influencing their play decision making, and if they decide not to listen, you can adapt after.
Okay.
Like, let's say you play with that knowledge right now, you would still be back pinging and saying, like, I don't know, even ping the recall button, right? Like,
How do you do that?
oh, the little icon in the corner
Oh,
next to sweeper, under
yeah,
sweeper.
yeah.
Sorry.
I don't think I've ever pinged that. That's pretty good.
We just don't need to
Yeah.
be fighting here. Look, if you just freeze frame this, it's like they
Well,
just
I think
came back from
I
base.
ping retreat, right? It's just like I'm kind of like, okay, they're not retreating. Maybe there is a play. Like, yeah, and then I see the Renekton there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Your body language speaks otherwise. You're pinging back, but
Right.
then you're sitting in the bush as if you're waiting for them to come.
Yeah.
All the bros are out, actually. You're the only one who left here. Look. They're like
Yeah, yeah.
leaving the mid.
They stayed until I'm like, all right, I'm down. And then they're like, no, 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 we're back and we're back. And I guess yeah, like I think that's pretty good. The only other thing is in some of these later game team fights, like Renekton is pretty. The dude does not play Renekton, and he's like almost never engaging, and Blitz is never like his hooks are off, like they're not connecting, but then they would also get spell shielded. So
They
I
should
find
get spell
myself
shield.
engaging on Yasuo a lot. And I'm curious if that's like the right, because in my idea, if I just like take up his abilities, I take so long to kill, I can knock him up. You know, it seems like sometimes it's working, sometimes it's not. I'm not sure like what the right way for me to play this as like the ultra fed member, but also like the only person who is engaging.
Yep, 100%. I think I agree with your target selection there. The fight is just unwinnable because of the setup. Can you see? Can you like watch this freeze frame right here? Look at the start of this.
Well, yeah,
Look,
Blitz being
it's
so
45.
low. Yeah, yeah,
What
he's
else do you see here in this freeze frame?
like Zach's about to get the flank of his life, so
Yeah.
that's not great for our back line. Which is like even if I'm on Yasuo, he can still press R unless my knockup is perfectly timed with the Zach knockup.
Exactly. So it's
Yeah.
45 and Zach has a flank. Even if Zach, let's say Blitzcrank doesn't hook here and he doesn't get tank and mork here, you're still gonna run into the same problem. So yeah, a
So
good yeah, go on.
do you just drop this fight because the setup's so bad? Like we have no vision.
Yes, play for the fight, right? Always play for the fight. Like be in the mindset of a fight. Even if unless it's literally Elder Drag, then sure you can focus on like you have to be in the pit,
Yeah.
you have to smite, but then at that point the opponent can use that against you. The feeling, the pressure of needing to like physically be in smite range.
Mhm.
So a good idea would be let them come into your setup and start Baron, right? Imagine, look, they're all setting up on Dragon. Imagine if you guys just decided to run from Baron from base, right? Now they have to
Yeah.
cross all the way into your vision. As long as you drop one ward here, Lion Bush ward,
Mhm.
the Morgie is going to be so much harder to like. I'm not saying she can't do it, but it's going to be way harder when she only can E when
Yeah.
comes from bulk, right?
Yeah.
So it's all about the setup. Like you can win or lose. That's what I mean by when I was telling you about you wanted to buy Black Cleaver or whatever. That doesn't matter. Like when the setup's like no amount of items, you could have. I can give you another 3,000 gold, and you'd still
Mhm.
lose this fight. That's what I mean by that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And
literally
that's
grant you a
like
free
mid
item.
game onward, right? Like early game, you can be fed enough and have Conquer that you can kind of like outplay some of these like 2v3, 3v3s. But in these like 5v5s, 5v5s, like 20+ minutes, it's just like all set up.
As the bruiser jungler, yes, and as the carry, if you're playing like an AP champ, that scales well. The mid game as well, yes, but more so when your champ, like you're not hitting the same as Eclipse under that timing, right? You don't one shot them
No,
anymore.
no,
Um,
I don't.
this guy's got one armor item that kind of just completely negates your one shot ability, and so even more so, you have to rely on setup basically. The setup's
Okay.
always important, like how you approach the fight. So I'm not saying that you have to always be there first. I'm saying the way you approach the fight is way more important than the item, like the item gap or whatever the case may be, like something statistical. Positioning is like trumps all this right here.
Yeah.
You guys could be really ahead, but if they have this position right now where it's like basically 4 vs 5, where this guy's no hook and this guy's here, you will always lose.
Yeah.
Or you should be like it should be disadvantageous basically.
I think here I turn chat on because I'm like, I don't even know.
The
I'm just like
struggle,
confused.
the
I don't know how to
eternal
win this
struggle.
game. Like I'm like, all right, I'm gonna need to like. I do try and say stuff after maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just like,
It's useless to say stuff. It is genuinely useless. But yeah, I mean, I think that should be the main takeaway from this review, and your
yeah,
ability to catch the play before the play happens. Because these kills again, they're really good for yourself, but you did not gain your team an advantage.
yeah. Is this where I hit Yasuo? No. Maybe it is. I'm not sure.
This is probably your best fight. Do you see the difference? Like,
Cool.
just look at this. Look at the how this situation happens, right?
Because we're like full front to back. Zach already committed and missed.
And you guys are under tier 2, so they can't further commit, right? If
Yeah.
this it was an open area, like over here, I would not. Yasuo
Yeah.
would definitely ult on this guy, right?
Hmm.
But they can't overcommit because there's a tier 2 in front of them, right? And then you've got what? You've got the exact same scenario they had before, right?
With
Renekton.
Renekton flanking
Yeah,
now.
exactly.
Yeah.
Now this guy's stuck between you and a Renekton. He gets one shot, but this is the best fight you're gonna get, basically. And it ends up 2-for-1. But whatever
Yeah,
situation
all the
happens,
fights feel very hard this game, and I
oh,
feel
for
like
sure.
we
Like,
never have set up. And it's pretty much me going into Yasuo and just hoping like the Hui and Jin do enough damage that we win the fight. And I think that's why it takes 47 minutes, because
you
like
actually win
very
this
often
game?
yeah, we do.
Holy shit. That's a big dub right there. Okay. Yeah, I think just those 2 points, we'll end the review there. Those 2 points are important to focus on, or like to be aware of now, because you shouldn't feel lost in the game. Well, if you do, then yeah, it's there's always going to be a solution, right? Same with the vision game as well. Remember we talked about how to progress the game with vision, right?
Yeah.
You gotta start valuing that, pay more attention to the support situation in their wards and tempo.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.